Alright, guys. So, for this week, we've been talking about chemical reactions, or at least today. So, we're going to do a quick little experiment to demonstrate how chemical reactions can work. And so, we're going to do a quick experiment that we've already probably done. And if you've ever made one of those like homemade volcanoes, and so you would use baking soda and vinegar, and you put those two substances together, and you would use like the foam to kind of create your lava. Okay, so we're going to actually do that experiment today, but we're going to do a little twist on it, because remember, when we talk about chemical reactions, the chemical reaction should be giving off either a gas, a changing color, changing temperature, whether it's getting hotter or colder, and this is how we know a chemical reaction is occurring. Okay, so for example, when we just take water and then we pour salt inside of it, that's not a chemical reaction, because what's happening is the salt is just dissolving into the water, and there's not a change in temperature, there's not a gas that's being given off, and the substance isn't changing, either say from a gas or a liquid to a gas, or a gas to a solid, or that sort of thing. So chemical reactions should be changing the property somehow. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today. Okay, so what you're going to need is a bottle, vinegar, and I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can use distilled vinegar or anything like that. And of course, you're going to use baking soda. And then what we're also going to use is a balloon. And this is what's going to help us determine, is this chemical reaction giving off a gas, or is it changing colors, or what is it going to do? Okay, so, and there's a reason why they normally have us do distilled vinegar, because vinegar doesn't smell good anyways. Apple cider vinegar just is not the best smelling. So, we're going to just eyeball it. So, the more you pour in, the more reaction you have. The less you pour in, the less reaction. So we're just eyeballing it. So based on the size of the container that you're using, so we're using this plastic bottle. You could use a plastic cup or glass cup, whatever. Okay, now we're going to want to stretch out this balloon, and of course we're going to use a funnel. This is just going to help the baking soda get into the balloon a little bit easier. Alright, so we're just going to pour it over the nozzle, and that did not work at all. I got one of these like little bendy fold-up funnels, and that was a no-go. So let's try it. Take two. Alright. Now, on the baking soda, it's not going to be like precise. I just have like a little baby spoon, and I'm just going to just do 2 scoops. And we're going to shake the funnel to get it into the balloon. Okay. Now, when we're done, we're going to twist the balloon, just so that way the baking soda doesn't get into the bottle any sooner than we want it to. Alright, so then we're just going to put it over. And if you do this at home, you'll want to go ahead and hold on to where the balloon meets the bottle, the nozzle, so that way it doesn't like explode off if you put too much. Alright, so in our chemical reaction, this should be giving off, changing a color, or producing a gas, or changing temperature. So, if I unscrew this and then pour this, and you can't see it on the video, but you can actually see like the gas like going up into the balloon, and so the balloon is actually inflating, and so the gas that's inside. So when you mix the baking soda and the vinegar, it actually produces a gas, carbon dioxide. And we've heard that gas before. That's what we actually exhale when we breathe. Okay, so those two chemicals, so we had a solid and a liquid, and when we mixed them, they had a chemical reaction which produced a new gas, carbon dioxide. All right, and what you can do when you're done, get it off the. And so when it's done, if it can come off, there we go. Tie it up. And you have yourself a little balloon. And it looks like some of our baking soda didn't all get inside, so now we have like a little maraca shaker. Alright? And so we still have the vinegar there, so but you see a little of the remnants of the baking soda, but that's what's now turned into our gas, and it's inflated our balloon. So, talking about chemical reactions, we do know that we did have a chemical reaction because it did produce a gas. And that's what happened when we mixed a liquid, vinegar, and then our other solute, or another element, our baking soda. Okay? Alright, so quick and easy chemical reaction that we're able to produce at home and do at home, and that we've done before. If we've done the volcano, you never really saw the gas itself because we're more thinking of it as foam or like a runny liquid. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow we'll have another experiment, and let's see what other kind of chemical reactions we can create. So for now, y'all have a good one. Answer the exit ticket. And your secret word today is balloon. 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 There you go.